Yeah.
All right, we started out the show talking about this rock band in town, Fateful Day.
Right.
You're right. I met these guys. In fact, they have regular jobs, and I met Tony, one of the gentlemen you interviewed, who is a bartender at Roscoe's in downtown Palm Springs, also works over at the Daily Grill in Palm Desert. So they're hardworking guys trying to cobble together a little rock band. They came from all over. They're here in the desert, and they seem to be making a pretty good go of it.
You know, they are. You found these guys, which is totally surprising. I know you love Sinatra. You love that kind of music. This is not exactly Sinatra. We talked to them today. Take a look at this.
The desert may not be the typical audience for Fateful Day.
You know, you weren't kidding when you said I was going to need these things.
But things seem to be working out for these guys.
We didn't think there was going to be a calling for our style of music out here. But fortunately, we found, you know, through the rough, there's a few that actually enjoy it and still come out and bring their friends every other show and so on and so forth.
They started off as a high school group playing in the basement, but early on they knew that music was more than just a hobby.
So here's my question to you. When you told your parents, look, I'm going to be a rock star, how did they react to that?
Don't quit school. What did I do? I quit school.
They put it all on the line, and so far it's paying off. The local group is already getting national attention through the Battle of the Bands.
We're ranked 7th in the nation right now. So
7th in the nation for what?
for Battle of the Bands. It's a $1 million contract through Botog, Battle of the Bands, and
there's over 3,000 bands
3,000
competing in
bands.
it. We uploaded our music into it, and next thing you know, we're like number 7 out of over 3,000 bands. So.
And these guys are ranked #1 in the Los Angeles sector. So what's Fateful Day's destiny? These rockers just want to keep on rocking out.
5 years from now, we'd love to still be playing music and, you know, doing exactly what we love to do.
Yeah, and you can check these guys out at the Red Barn and JD Landings. Now, Patrick, when you first, came in contact with these guys, were you into their music? Is this something you'd actually listening to?
I've never even heard a riff of their music until tonight. As I said, I met Tony, who is one of the members of the band, in one of his other jobs, working over at Roscoe's in Palm Springs, a restaurant in downtown Palm Springs. But it was such an interesting story.
Right.
And the guys said that they chose specifically to come here to Palm Springs and the desert area as opposed to going to Los Angeles because they can do virtually everything they need to do here. And it gives them kind of a good lifestyle without having to put up with the rat race that is Los Angeles. And I thought that was a very interesting part of their story.
Right, close enough to San Diego, close enough to L.A. Yeah, and they are getting quite an audience out here, which I never would have thought.
And we wish them all the best success. We want them to be incredibly successful, and we want them to remember us.
I already talked to them about them. They already promised me an exclusive. I know you guys are watching. I'm counting on that.
I expect to see you appearing in their music videos in the not-too-distant future. By the way,